Story.
Tell us a story.
Once upon a time there was a little old woman, and she lived in a little old house at the edge of the forest. And one day in the little old house at the edge of the forest there was a knock at the door, and it was her son. "Oh, mother, mother, my wife has had another baby, and mother, you must come to the naming ceremony of your new grandchild on the other side of the forest. You've got 1 month, grandmother, to get ready, and you need to bake a lot of honey cakes to bring to the naming party. And, mother, don't forget, we need a godfather for the baby. So please find a godfather. Goodbye, mother." And her son ran off. And she said to herself, "I'd better start baking. But how am I going to find a godfather?" Well, she started baking her beautiful honey cakes. She rolled out the flour and the eggs, and she put in the honey, and she baked them in the oven, and they smelled so good. She worked and she worked, baking all day and every day. And at the end of the month, she had enough honey cakes to fill her basket. A little old woman with a big basket full of sweet, delicious honey cakes. And she set off from her house, and she started walking through the forest. Now, in that forest there lived a big, hairy wolf. And the wolf could smell the little old woman and the honey cakes. And he appeared suddenly. "Little old woman, you look tasty. I am going to eat you up." And the little old woman said, "Oh no, wolf, don't eat me." And then she had an idea. "If you wait until tonight, I will be much bigger. Because right now I'm just a little old woman and I won't fill your belly. But tonight I will be a big old woman because I'm going to a party. And I'm going to eat a lot of cakes. If you wait until tonight, then I will fill you up." The wolf said, "You are a little old woman. Promise me you'll come back the same way." "Yes, yes," said the little old woman, "I promise." And the wolf let her go, and on she went and through the forest. But she was thinking, when I come back, the wolf is going to eat me. And not only that, I still haven't found a godfather for the baby. Well, when she reached the edge of the forest, there she met a man who was selling pumpkins. The pumpkin seller had a barrel full of big, round, orange pumpkins. And he said, "Little old woman, why are you looking so sad?" "Oh, pumpkin seller," she said, "when I come back this evening after the party of the naming ceremony for my grandchild, oh, the wolf is going to eat me." "Oh, don't worry about that," said the pumpkin seller. "You're going to a party. Ha! How wonderful, a naming ceremony. But I'm worried about another thing." "What's that?" "I need a godfather for the baby." "Oh," said the pumpkin seller, "I'll be the godfather. Let's go." So on they went, little old woman and the pumpkin seller, who was a big fellow, and he wheeled his barrow of pumpkins to the house of her son and his wife and their little baby. Well, they went inside and they were welcome. And soon the naming ceremony was done, and they started eating the delicious honey cakes. Oh, they ate and 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 they ate. They were getting so full. But the little old woman looked worried. "Why are you so worried?" said the pumpkin seller. "Oh, but when I go back this evening, the wolf is going to eat me." "Oh, don't worry about that. It's time to dance." And everybody started dancing to the wonderful music after the naming ceremony. They danced and they danced and they danced and they they danced and they danced. The little old woman, she didn't dance. Oh, I'm so worried because the wolf is going to eat me. Don't worry, little old woman, said the pumpkin seller. I will help you. Dance now. So she did. She danced and 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 she danced. Finally, the party was over. She said goodbye to her son and her son's wife, goodbye to the little baby, and she started walking. I mean, she was still a little old woman, although her belly was a little bit bigger after all the honey cakes. And she said to the pumpkin seller, but how am I going to get home? The wolf is going to eat me. The pumpkin seller said, never mind, little old woman. Look at my barrel full of pumpkins. Choose your pumpkin. She looked, big round orange pumpkins, and she chose the biggest one. Ha! That's a good choice, because that pumpkin is hollow. There is nothing inside. And he lifted the pumpkin down, took off the top, and said, climb inside. So the little old woman, she got inside the pumpkin, and he put the top on the pumpkin, and he said, now I'm going to roll you. I'm going to roll you right through the forest. Remember to keep rolling, and don't let the wolf catch you. And with a great push, the pumpkin seller sent the little old woman rolling in that pumpkin through the forest. Now, she rolled and 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 she rolled. And there in the middle of the forest, waiting, there was the wolf. The wolf jumped out and he saw the pumpkin rolling towards him. And the wolf said, oh, pumpkin, have you seen a little old woman? And inside the pumpkin, the little old woman, she called, neither a little old woman nor a big old woman. Roll, roll, little pumpkin. Roll, roll, big pumpkin. Can you say that with me? Neither a little old woman nor a big old woman. Roll, roll, little pumpkin. Roll, roll, big pumpkin. And she rolled past the wolf and on towards her home. And after she had gone past, the wolf thought, oh, I said, have you seen a little old woman? But she said that after the naming ceremony, she would be a big old woman. I must ask again. And the wolf went running after the pumpkin. Well, the wolf was fast and lean and hungry, and he passed the little old woman rolling in the pumpkin and stopped. And as the pumpkin rolled past, he said, pumpkin, have you seen a big old woman? And inside the pumpkin, she said, neither a big old woman nor a little old woman. Roll, roll, little pumpkin, roll, roll, big pumpkin. And on inside the pumpkin she rolled and past the wolf so fast. Said the wolf, that's strange. But even stranger is a talking pumpkin. What's going on? She must be inside. And the wolf started running after the pumpkin. Well, the little old woman could hear the wolf getting closer. And she rolled and rolled and rolled inside the pumpkin. And she rolled through the forest and the wolf jumped. Just at that moment, she reached her house and she rolled in through the door. She jumped out of the pumpkin, she closed the door, and the wolf went splat right into the door. And inside the house, the little old woman, she danced and 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 she danced. And that is the story of the little old woman and the pumpkin and the wolf. So, there's a story from Portugal. What was your favourite moment in that story? Just asked the person sitting next to you.
Oh lady, what happened?
Please help me. There is wolf and eat me.
Don't worry, there are pumpkins. Which pumpkin would you like to have? Pick one. This one. Be careful. Jump. Okay. Shh. Now you have roll over the forest. Roll and roll and roll. Be careful. Bye bye. Bye bye.